guys, Sprout, speaking to you out of character today, and this video is going to be about a day in the life of being Sprout, or being a RenFaire entertainer. So I will show you footage of me being at the Southern Indiana RenFaire and the Kentucky Highland Renaissance Festival, and I will show you kind of the process of how I travel, how I get ready at night, how I get ready in the morning for my festival day. So if that kind of thing interests you, go ahead and keep watching the video. Good day! It's Sprout in my human disguise, and I am on my way to the Southern Indiana Renaissance Fair. And I wanted to make a little video talking about how I do my job and how I prepare to be Sprout. So it takes me about 2.5 hours to go to the Southern Indiana Renaissance Fair. It's about the same as Kentucky RenFest as well, and a lot of my other gigs. I'm currently driving a Honda Pilot, which works perfectly fine for my lane act needs, although I will be getting a new van soon. So when I get my new van, I will probably make an updated video on that and how that all works, but this may be my last time taking this car to a festival, so I wanted to go ahead and do it and show you guys that it is perfectly possible to do this in just a regular SUV. So here is all of my stuff. Everything is all packed away, and then when I get there, I will update you on all of this and how I take care of that and then get ready for bed. So I will see you pretty soon. Alright, so I have arrived at the Southern Indiana RenFaire, and I forgot to mention that I actually drive here on Friday nights. Any festival that takes me over an hour to drive and I have to wake up early in the morning on Saturday, I just drive Friday nights. And here is what my car is looking like right now. So as you can see, it is pretty packed full of stuff, but most of this stuff is going to get taken out and go into the green room, which, by the way, a green room is essentially like a dressing room, a backstage area for performers. So I'm going to keep most of my stuff in the green room overnight so that I can have some actual space to sleep in my car, because that's where I sleep. I sleep in my car, and it's actually really comfortable to sleep in your car, especially if you have a nice big SUV like this. I highly recommend it. It's way better than paying for like a hotel room, in my opinion, especially if you have stuff on site like restrooms and showers, that sort of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and take all of the stuff out and put it where it needs to go, and then I will come back and show you how cleared out my car is and how much space I have to actually sleep in it. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, I am all done unloading everything, and this is what the inside of my car is looking right now. As you can see, it's a lot more spacious. Here is my bed. This is basically just a toddler nap time mattress, but it's memory foam and it's super comfortable, and you can fold it up and everything. And I like to bring at least one plushie so I feel at home. Definitely need a cool sheet and a warm blanket. Cool sheets for when it is hot outside for hot nights, and then here's for the cold nights. And then over here in this space I can keep anything I want. There's a fan there. I can keep like snacks or whatever. If I wanted to, I could even get a second mattress, but I've never needed it. And then I've got my cooler over here. Definitely stays outside of the car because it's much colder outside than inside the car. Ice is very important for me because I pack my shirt full of ice when I'm Sprout. So I always have a lot of ice with me, and I just happen to also use it to cool my food and drinks. And then there's my big water. So I'm going to go ahead and get in bed. Alright, here is the update for my brand new van. I got this van about a week after that last footage, and this is about a month or so after that. I got this nice little magnet over here to advertise for Sprout. Look, I've even got a little Sprout on top. And then here are all my magnets on the back. I did make all of these magnets myself. I'm adding a little collection of RenFaire magnets to the back here. I want to add a magnet for all the major festivals I work for. And I want to eventually get a custom license plate frame. And here is what the inside is looking like right now. There's much more space this time around. Lately, I've been filling it up even more than this because I've been bringing my boyfriend, who is Garbage, the gambling goblin. I've been bringing him to the festivals with me, but he couldn't come this weekend, so it's just my stuff. But still, overall, way more spacious, and most of the stuff is going to go into the green room, but when I get there and I pack everything away, I will show you guys kind of what the bed situation looks like in my van. Alright guys, here is my new van bed situation. So I did get another one of those mattresses so that me and my boyfriend can sleep together. And then I did put a fitted sheet over the mattresses so that it's easier to clean, because the covers on the mattresses are really hard to clean. So, although the fitted sheet is clearly much bigger for it than it's supposed to be, but I'm gonna have my extra blankets over here. I've got a couple of fans, and I have a phone charger, which I need to get a longer one, but it connects all the way to the outlet, and now I can charge my phone. And then, I don't know how well you can see over here, but I've got this set of drawers that hold stacks and all sorts of stuff. And then extra room going this way. And on the seats, I inserted a little table right there, which makes it easy to eat dinner on the way. And then there's my plushie right over there. And then I've got another plushie sitting in the little cup holder right there. But yeah, this is my new setup, and it is so much nicer. Like, I love this. This is so much room, especially if it's only me. It is more than enough room. And it's still enough room for me and my boyfriend, so it all works out great. The only thing that I don't love about this van is that the windows don't fully open. They only crack open. Which, if it's super hot in here, it doesn't get as much ventilation, but at least it cracks open a little bit. Alright, before I get to bed, I figured I would show you guys my little setup, because this is part of my process. I mostly get this stuff in the Friday night of my very first Friday night, and then most of this stuff will stay out the entire season. So like my fabric things, like my sign over here that has all my information on it, and then my Sprouts banner right here will stay in the green room until Saturday morning, and I'll go ahead and take them down Saturday night, put them back up Sunday morning. But the rest of this stuff, I will just leave it out the entire season. Now, sometimes on a Friday night, I have to come back here and check on it to make sure that everything is still up, because sometimes a storm will knock stuff over. Like, for example, this pole right here, I just found it was on the ground and it got pretty dirty, and I noticed that this mushroom over here got super dirty, which means that there was definitely a storm that came through. But this is definitely my favorite spot out of all of my festivals that I go to. But all of this is mine. And you come in, you can see my information here. I got some sprouts lying around, and I've got some mushrooms, and some mushrooms that you can sit on. The only thing it's missing, I think, is some more flowers. I need to figure out some good giant flowers that also won't get ruined in the rain. But I'll be working on that in the future. For now, I will put up my fabric pieces, and then I'll show you another little spot I've got. And then this is the entrance to our cast fairy green room. But I just wanted to show you some new mushrooms I got literally just today. I was thinking about putting them in my spots, but I figured it would be better to have the mushrooms kind of spread out a little bit throughout the grove, but just thought they were super magical and I could not resist them. Alright, so I am laying in bed now. I only have my car lights on for the sake of this video. I don't normally have them on to save battery and gas. Last year I had a camping light, like a battery powered camping light that I would hang from the seatbelt piece up there, but I don't know what happened to it, so I'll have to either find it or get a new one. But once I get my van, I will accessorize it a little bit more than I have with this car. But yeah, so I will leave the car running for a little bit as I am getting tired, ready for bed, so I can charge my phone and anything else that needs to be charged. If I really wanted to, I could charge my stuff in the green room, but I'd rather just not have to get up to go to the green room for that. I'm going to go ahead and try to get some sleep, and I will talk to you in the morning. Good morning! It is 5:30 almost. My first alarm went off at 5. And I got my cereal, and this is what I normally do. Either at 5 or 4:30, depending on the festival. Surf's a little bit easier for me, so I sleep in a little bit more than like Kentucky Fest. But so I'll wake up, give myself about 30 minutes to eat breakfast and scroll on my phone or sleep in because I really need it, depending on the day. And then when I am done, and then after that I will go into the bathroom and take a shower because it helps me wake up and it helps my face look like it's awake. It kind of helps take care of some eye bags, and it helps my muscles relax. Sometimes I get really tense in the middle of the night. And then after that, it's time for makeup. So I will see you all again when I have set up everything to do my makeup. Alright, so here is my makeup setup. I'm all done with my shower. I have this nice bathroom to do my makeup and electricity over there. Now I'm going to sit and get started. Alright, so the first thing that I actually do for my makeup is put on hairspray because I wear my hats and I want my hair to all be slicked back and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray it. And then I'm going to use a toothbrush. This is what I use to help clean out my guns. And I'm just going to glance over the hairs so that they are out of my face and they're not falling down onto my face. So it's very annoying when I paint over hairs and then they sit on my face all day. This is the fan that I use to help blow circulation to my face when I'm putting on my makeup. And it is battery powered, and I also use it for really hot days, and it helps cool me off if I really need it. I'm going to put some hair clips on the back of my hair just to kind of keep my hair down in the back so it's not poking out like this. I've already put lotion on my face, that's very important. Do chapstick. Especially with the alcohol-based makeup that I use, it gets very drying. You definitely want to moisturize very well before you put it all on. Coffee. Now I'm not going to show my entire makeup process today, but I do have a video on my YouTube channel that does show the entire process. It's a whole tutorial and everything. The way I do it is a little bit different now than I used to when I recorded that video, but it's mostly all the same. So if you really want a full tutorial, that is on my YouTube channel called Mika the Elf. But for now, I will just show you just a very quick version of the process. And then if you really want an updated tutorial on how to do the makeup, I can do that later, but you'll just have to let me know. So let's get started on the makeup. Alright, so I am all done with the spray paint. Next, I'm going to put on some powders and my black spots and mascara and stuff. But before I move on to that, I'm actually going to clean out my guns. So I'm right next to a sink. I have to clean them out because if I don't, then the paint will dry and get very sticky, and the gun is very likely to jam tomorrow if I don't clean it now. So I'm going to fully wash these out, and then when I'm done, I can move on to the next makeup part. Alright, I'm all done cleaning my guns, and it is time to do the powdered makeup. Now this is about to be where it really makes my face look pretty and sproutish. Because right now I look kind of like a green, yellow, and orange clown, which is fine. But the powder makeup and the spots and the mascara is what's really going to make this all pop. So the powder makeup kind of fills in the cracks if there's any cracks in the airbrushing makeup. It also puts a nice powdery film over it, which kind of helps protect it from getting too greasy. I don't know why, but my nose is my favorite part. I'm going to put red on the bottom to give it a shadow on the bottom. And then I'm going to just take a little bit of yellow and give myself a little bit of a highlight. Give myself a little point on my nose. So it looks like I have a little pointy elf nose, even though I don't in real life. I'm going to give Sprout a little bit of green eyeshadow. It's going to help fill in the cracks that I made with the airbrushing makeup. So putting on this green underneath my eye already does a big difference, but I'm about to make an even bigger difference by putting straight black on my eyes. And yes, I'm using an actual paintbrush, because why not? And then I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom too, just to show you the difference between the two eyes, how much this black really makes my eye pop. Can you see the difference? It's going to pop even more when I put on the mascara. Now I'm going to take a creamy brown eyeliner, which is going to look black, but I promise it's brown. See, it's brown. So I'm going to use this for both my eyebrows and spots. I'm going to start off with my eyebrows, and I'm just going to trace the eyebrows that I already have. Alright, now I'm going to draw on all of the spots, and then fill in all of the spots. And I've done this a million times, so I know exactly where all of my spots go at this point. But when I first started, I used to, I did it once the way I wanted it, took a picture of it, and then I would sit there and look at the picture on my phone as I was doing it to make sure that all of my spots are in the right places. My spots might not be exactly the same every time, but they are very, very close. Every spot has a designated spot that it belongs at. I made that one a little too close. That's right. I never get my orange even, so it makes my spots a little bit uneven as well. I'll do my best to even it out. Now I'm going to just sit here and fill them all in. Alright, so I'm about to show you the power of mascara. This one has a primer and a regular black. If you are thinking about doing a funky color for your eyelashes, and you are wanting to do it for a performance of some sort, especially an in-person performance, not talking about up and close videos, but if you are wanting to do something on a stage or something, even if you are Faye, I promise you, your eyelashes will not translate the way that you want them to. Alright, so which eye looks bigger? Even from a distance, if you can see which one of my eyes look bigger and prettier. Alright, I'm done. I will do my lips later. So at this point, I clean everything up, and I usually eat second breakfast, because I'm a hobbit like that, and I eat a lot more on days that I'm Sprout. And I usually chill until morning meeting, although this particular morning I'm going to get ready early so I can record some videos of the beautiful lands that is Southern Indiana RenFaire. But I will try to insert some clips of me kind of getting dressed in my clothing so that you can see what that process looks like. Alright, I want to show you guys something that is crucial to my process of getting ready in the morning for Sprout. And that is taping every toe up with this {NEXT|CARE | cushion tape. Similar to moleskin. You can get it at any grocery store, just about in the Band-Aid section. And I will sit here, don't mind my feet. I know some of you are going to fetishize it. But I will sit here and tape
every single toe up, as well as the back of my heel and the side of my foot. And I believe that this is the absolute best way to prevent blisters, especially when you are working at a Renaissance festival and you are walking around a ton, especially for those of you who have to do a parade. I might not need it here, but I do it anyway because it is a preventative. And for me personally, it doesn't matter if I have amazing shoes, which I do have amazing shoes. The boots that I wear are Footwear by Footskins, a moccasin brand. Literally the most comfortable shoes I've ever had, just about. But that doesn't prevent my toes from rubbing up against each other. So I would get blisters like in between my toes from them rubbing together. So all my toes are taped, and now I'm going to put one on the back of my heel, right there. And then I'm going to put one right here, just because with my particular boots, they kind of rub a little bit right there. And then from there, I put some really tall boot socks on. I really need to get the expensive, like, waterproof socks, but I'm using this for now. Just gently pull it over the tape, and then these go up to about where my boots go up to. And I do that every single sprout day, and I think it is totally worth it. I'm about to get dressed. I'm going to try to do this quickly because people are going to start coming in and out of here. So the first thing I'm going to put on is this bra. This is available in my shop at Faire Fashion, and this is mostly intended to keep up my wings and also a little storage pouch to hold my ice when I get too hot. And then this is my Sprout underwear. It has some actual underwear in it as well as the shorts, and I found this to be the best thing to prevent me from chafing. And it's also yellow because it matches my yellow Sprout skin. Then I'm going to put on my bodysuit, and then I'm going to put on my green pants that are mostly green. So I'm going to put this stuff on, and then I will be right back. Alright, so there's that. Before I put this on, I actually put on deodorant like everywhere. I put it underneath my pits, I put it underneath my bra, and around my crotch to keep myself from getting stinky. Next, I'm going to put on my Sprout shirt, and I have to do this before I put on my ears and my hat. So I'm going to put my ears on, and I'm going to use, this has been Nye's Spirit Gum. Very, very, very sticky stuff, and it's old, so it's extra sticky. I'm going to put it on the lobes, on the, I don't know, this part of the ear, and then I'm going to put a lot of it right before my ear, where the ear sits. Even on top of my hair, which is very annoying. Don't mind my phone trying to adjust the lighting randomly. Then I'm going to put my very gross ears on that I never clean because the glue just chips off anyway. I'm going to stick them on the middle first, then the lobe, then this upper part right here. Next comes the hat. Now I'm going to be very careful putting this thing on. I have my bun on my head, which is actually very important. It kind of keeps my hat in place because it is shaped to go around my bun. So I'm going to put it over the bun first, and then get one ear through the hole, and then the other ear. I can bend the ear to get through the hole, just like that. Position it correctly over the bun. Sometimes I have to adjust the bun a little bit to get it in the right spot. Pull it down, like so. And then I'm going to take two bobby pins. I'm going to pull up this leaf, position my hat where I want it, and then I have this hole here for my big fat stitching. I'm going to put the bobby pin through and get it into my hair. And this is going to help keep my hat on, especially when I'm like jumping around, dancing and stuff. So the other side's tricky because I just sewed my hat down. Put in the other hole, crisscrossing them, kind of like the stitching there. And there we go. Alright, so next is my vest, my orange leafy vest. I really should replace my safety pin for an official, like, button or something. It used to be covered by my collar, but it's not anymore. And next is my skirt. Look at this gorgeous skirt. And it's also dirty and covered in seed pods. And I literally just safety pin this as well. Just poke it through. Bam. There we go. And my belt is next. Well, everything's connected. Look at all that. Alright, then I tuck my shirt up and over it. Like that. Next is my wings. So I've got these bad boys. It has a U-frame that goes into my bra behind me. Just right up top. I just shove it in, and I pull the wings down. Easy peasy. That's what they look like. Next is my hands. Now, before I put on my hands, I always put on lotion first, because it gives me some massive sensory issues if I don't. And then when I take my gloves off, I always reapply the lotion because, again, sensory issues. It makes my hands feel super, like, vibrating and wrong. It makes my hands feel wrong, so the lotion helps fix that. Next are my bracers. So I stick my middle finger in this kind of ring here, and then I just snap it all together. And then my 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐥 bracelet, which is very important for me. It kind of helps me be in character because the sound triggers a very strong character trigger that I feel like I need it now. I have my collar, which real quick, this is a piece of like plasticky nylon fabric that collects my face paint, and then I can clean this. See, I can't really clean felt, so I put a layer of cleanable fabric on first so that I can scrape off or even rub off, like with alcohol, the makeup. So I take this and flip it, and then I snap it, and there we go. And then I have my gourd that I need to fill up with water first, but then I will paint it right here. This is a silicone cork because a regular cork will mold. So, and I only keep water in this. And when I'm done, I pour the water out and I let it air dry to prevent mold getting inside here. Because if mold gets inside here, it's very hard to clean. I have to rinse it out with pure alcohol, and it's very challenging. So, I almost forgot my boots. So, I've got these leaf crocs on, which are still in character. I'm going to go ahead and get my boots on. Just like that. Put my legs down. Tuck it underneath the boot. And I tie the laces. Alrighty. So, I'm about to go eat a little bit of a second breakfast and check out the grounds, and then if I need to go to morning meeting, I'll go to morning meeting, but if I have time to record, then I'll record before morning meeting, and if not, I'll record after morning meeting. We'll see. By the way, I can access my phone with my gloves. All I have to do is lick it first, and then I can touch and activate my phone.
And that is all I have for you in this video. I didn't record a proper ending, but we're just going to have to do it this way. If you have any questions or comments about me being Sprout or being a RenFaire entertainer, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And I really hope you enjoyed the video and you have a wonderful day.